Well, I've always been interested in photography from a young age. I studied photography doing a HND, and from there my photography career has kind of developed into what it is now, really, starting from doing social photography, creative stuff, and then slowly I realised that I loved photographing animals, and it became already been a passion of mine. It was a no-brainer really to start specialising in both areas. I decided that I was going to set up my specialism in animal photography, and it is a very niche area. I realised that I probably needed a little bit of added support with advice and kind of general business acumen, really, which was my original plan, as you know, is why I got in touch with the Business Growth Hub. Business Growth Hub was recommended by another business. They spoke very highly of them. They said that they really helped them improve the business and get started. So I thought that that was exactly what I needed. We initially met up. We looked at my idea and you know how I was going to start the business. And my business advisor sat down with me and we went through everything in a lot of detail. It was obviously very clear to me that I needed that little extra bit of funding. So from that point on then, I decided to sit down and write a proper business plan with my advisor. We went from numerous attempts of cash flow forecasts and things like that, and eventually we got to a point where I was ready to apply for the loan, and that's one of the main things that my advisor did help me with. And then after that, we've met up on numerous occasions, and there's been lots of little questions that I needed to answer, and my advisor, he was there straight away on email or phone, ready to help me, which was a really good asset to have. Growing my business is a really, really big part of what I'm doing. I'm very ambitious, and I've got lots of different ideas and projects which I want to do in the next 12 months to 2 years. So it is very important, and I think having that support there from the Business Growth Hub, from different all different aspects of business is very helpful. I actually wasn't looking for funding. It was only when I sat down with my advisor that I really realised that it was something that I was going to struggle with as the months went into the business as an initial startup. So really, I hadn't looked for funding elsewhere, but having that facility with the Business Growth Hub just made life so much easier. The process for the business loan began with a business plan and a thorough cash flow forecast, making sure that everything was very in detail and all the dots and you know everything was crossed and ready to go for the application. It took a few attempts at making the cash flow forecast spot on. And then from then, the money, once I did have the actual loan, I used the money to start my business, basically, from equipment to marketing. It's really enabled me to really get my business going from a really good start. My advisor is Peter Newton. He's an ex-bank manager, which has proven to be very, very good for me. With me being very creative, we're very different people. He's always there, ready, to advise me at any minute. I email him, and he always emails me back the same day or the day after. We meet on a regular basis, and nothing's too much trouble. I think having organisations out there for small businesses, start-up businesses, is very important. When you first, particularly for a startup, when you first set up a business, it's very daunting, and it's always great to have that support and backing and advice out there when you need it. The future for Ester Photography is bright. We've got lots of different projects, exciting. Different contracts, working with some great businesses in the year ahead. Business Growth Hub has really given me that confidence and the the power to really realise that I can actually achieve my goals for the next year. I'm very grateful to them.